going to be multiple deaths with this. A training exercise was going on near Fort Campbell. 2 Blackhawks went down. They were with 101st Airborne Division. It happened in Tree County. We don't have much more details than that. Local people say they heard a loud pop, and then the helicopters came down. We're not sure what went wrong, but we pass along condolences this morning to those service members and family members who have loved ones they've lost. We'll hope to find out more about that in the coming hours as daylight breaks. Tragedy. That is, without a doubt, a tragedy for our nation. We see more and more in this. Used to, in America, it was either you entered a contest as a male or a female. Nowadays, most everything has a choice of what you want to identify as that day. In Canada, I guess they were trying to make a point. They had a big old boy that said, well, he felt like being a female that day, and he's now the new power lift female lifter in Canada. Yes, I said it. That's what happened. We'll leave it at that. How does this stuff keep going? California, as we all know, if we've watched this, if we've had winds and tornadic activity going on in the state of Mississippi and Alabama and these areas here across, even Louisiana, we've had a lot of weather like that. California has gotten snow and rain this year. How many? They've estimated it to be 78 trillions worth of gallons of water during the historic flooding and all the snow that they've had. 78 trillion. Wow. That's a lot of water that fell. All that happened there in California. Trump has a new assistant. She quit the One America Network to join his communications team. Cute lady. We'll see what becomes of all of this as we get ready for, we're 2 years out now from the next presidential election. It's coming faster than you think. It will fly by and it will be here. Start paying attention to what happens. You're going to be seeing ads everywhere, as most of us do. All that's coming in the future. Again, we've got a lot to talk about this morning coming up at 7 o'clock. I hope you'll come back and join us for all that. We'll be right back. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built-in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Sip and Savor is back in downtown Meridian. Chef Jimmy Kennedy will headline this year's festival, bringing an outdoorsman spin on elevated Southern cuisine. Taking the main stage is country music artist Levi Hammond. Sample over 50 chefs and distilleries visiting from all over the South to showcase their award-winning dishes. Experience the culinary tradition of the South like you never have before.
And welcome back. Let's go ahead straight to radar to find out what is going to happen tomorrow. We've got severe weather moving into the area. Portions of Mississippi will be a level 4, the Meridian area, not so much as we pull this up. This is what we've got now as we look at radar. Let's zoom in on this. We'll go back to this red area where it's going to be scary. As we get closer to the home front in the Lauderdale County area, portions of Kemper County and most of Neshoba County and all of Leake County will be covered as a level 2 storm. We look at that closely. It points north of Scuba. I would put this right past the pole mill, electric mills, all the way down to Meridian will become a level 1. But all points north of DeKalb and Scuba, and even out here on 493. Let's turn this location zone where you can get a closer look of where this is. Right there is the Damascus Volunteer Fire Department. We want to put that about 2 miles due north of there. This will cut across Neshoba County in between House and Tucker, just north of Neshoba Baptist there in Neshoba County. Now, as we back out, let me show you more about this. As we zoom up, let's look at what's going on in the state of Mississippi elsewhere. We get to a level 3 right here just due north of West Point. And all this area taking in Clarksdale, Corinth to the state line is going to be a level 3. And even over to Nashville will be a level 3, right at the outskirts of Nashville. But we do have a portion of a level 4 in the state of Mississippi, and this will be in that northwest corner of Mississippi there in Tunica. This will go due north into Tennessee, all the way up here, Union City, and right outside of there, making its way into Kentucky. Now, that's a pretty bad area. But let's show how big this is. We've got 2 areas that are going to be prone to have tornadoes. Look at how big this storm will be. Again, East Mississippi, the Lauderdale County area, will probably have this lightly. It looks to be north of here. But as we go up here near Iowa, look at all of this. This is going to be huge. Burlington, right there. As we go into Illinois, Davenport, all of these areas here, Cedar Rapids, are going to have very serious weather tomorrow night. Now, again, this is going to be late Friday evening into Friday night as we look at all the things that are going to be going on with this weather. We'll watch this closely. Can Mother Nature adjust a little bit more? It could. We'll be here to let you know if it becomes a threat. We'll go live and walk you through each one of these storms. All that's happening there. Let's get further into the forecast this morning.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Big thank you to EMEPA being with us from day one as we start to take a look at what the National Weather Service tells us. Back in 46, it was a warm day, 88 today. 1894, it was even colder, about 27 degrees on that date. Now, as we look across Mississippi today, 77 in Meridian. As we go northward through Philadelphia and up 15, we'll make it to Louisville. And by the time we reach into Mississippi State territory, about 75 degrees today. To the south, Hattiesburg expected to be pretty much like Meridian, 77. As we look over to the west, we'll see 78 in Natchez. As we look over to Alabama, let's go east into Tuscaloosa, Bear Bryant country. I said it right this morning, 77, 75 in Demopolis, and we'll see about 76 there as we look at Livingston, Alabama. Now, here's where our chances are, what we were looking at on my map. The Meridian area, right now, marginal risk, all points north of Philadelphia and taking in Cypress Mills, and these areas along and along the Preston, Mississippi northward will be a level 2 on up to Greenwood, these lines here. Northward getting that level 4. As we look at the winds, it's going to be strong. I think I've got this updated to where this is going to be most of Mississippi now. That's changed a little bit. All of this area is going to be a level 4 also. Now, as we look to Alabama, basically the same outline as the Meridian area, level 2 in Tuscaloosa. Demopolis area will be a level 1. Not much change in that. Damaging wind up to 60 miles an hour is what is expected. We're above temperatures, red area here in the deep south. Warm, warm, warm. Out to our west, no better yet. Still cooler out there, but the south is definitely warmer at this point. As we look at our 7-day forecast brought to you by our friends over at Wilson Saw and Outdoor Power, lots going on there as we see 76 to 77 today. By tomorrow, as we end the month, 82 for a high. The weekend, look at this. Gorgeous weather as we get ready for the loose caboose and sip and savor in Meridian. 81 on Saturday. It's going to be perfect weather for any event that you've got going on outside. By Sunday, great church weather, 76. Back to work on Monday with a 50% chance of thunderstorms. We'll watch this to see if any of this becomes a threat. Nothing yet, but we'll watch it closely. By Tuesday, we're back to 87. Boy, that's getting mighty close to 90, isn't it? Yeah, it is. As we go ahead all the way through April the 13th, and thank heavens that's on a Thursday, we'll see that we'll have 77 there. But look at this. We're all the way through April. We're already into the 80s and 70s. Summertime is coming, isn't it? Yeah, it's right around the corner. You wouldn't know it this morning outside. As we look to that fishing calendar today, the best time to be out is going to be about 20 to 8. Let's go ahead and call that 7:30 to about 10 o'clock this morning. Great time to be fishing. Check it out. The next time will be after dark. If you want to do that, what was it, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, Fishing in the Dark? You can do that tonight, beginning around 8:30. The wind's going to be light east wind, becoming southeast 5 to 10 today. If you're keeping track of all of that, need to know. That's how that's shaping up. Now, again, we'll go live here in just a few moments, about 15 minutes from now, back with the morning show. We're going to give you the details of what's happening locally and what's going on in your neck of the woods. If few national stories as well. Won't you join us? It all gets underway here at Facebook, YouTube, and also we'll be live on your television sets, Fox 30. Join us, won't you? We'll see you then very soon here from the Scotty Ray Report.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: